I'm Jen and welcome to my studio, and today we're going to be doing a step tutorial. This was one that was requested on, I think, my Instagram. I get Instagram and TikTok mixed up, as somebody my age would, I guess, but I think it was my Instagram, but a lot of people were commenting on one of my videos in particular, and definitely some comments on YouTube as well recently about how to do pullbacks from one foot. So I have tutorials on pullbacks. I've got regular pullbacks. I've got from the toes, which is where they should eventually go. I've got, is that it? I know I've got tons of pullback tutorials. I just don't even remember what I've done, but I never did single foot pullbacks. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Unless I go to my YouTube channel later and find out, yes, I already did this. Now you get two for the price of none. So, it's the same principle with one foot as it would be for 2 feet, but it's not the kind of like thing that you can just go, oh, so I do it on 2 feet, so I guess I could just do it on 1 foot and instantly have it. There's a little bit of a difference, and it's about where your balance is and where you're shifting all of your weight. So do remind to do a pullback. Like, let's say we're doing the regular pullback, not a double, not a syncopated. It is just a regular pullback. You plie, all of your weight goes into your hips, and then this is in the learning phase where you're gonna start flat-footed and then use the fact that your heels are on the floor for leverage. You're gonna lift your toes, brush, and land. So you wanna make sure you leave the floor. That is like the most important thing, is that we leave the floor. Because if you don't leave the floor, you can't come down and make the second sound. So you have to leave. You have to come off the floor. Let me do it this way so you guys can see from the back. So we plie, brush, land. So, super important that you plie. Plie as a verb, not a noun. Don't just be in plie. Use your plie. And so if you're doing it from the toes, you have a little jump, then you hit, then you land. I have a whole tutorial on how to do pullbacks from your toes. So if you have not learned how to do that yet, but maybe you're like past, like you're good at the ones where you're on your heels, go to that tutorial and learn how to do them from your toes, because it's a little bit of a different technique. So you really want to push into the floor. You come out of the floor, hit, and then land. So I tried to do them at the same time. And once you do them syncopated, maybe you guys can feel me on this, but like once you do them syncopated, it is so hard to do them together again. So from the back, it's plie, brush, land. It's so hard to show not in slow motion, but your feet are like, leave the floor super fast, hit, and then land. But that tutorial that I have, check it out. It's in the step tutorial playlist right down below, I think, or just go to my playlists. It helps a lot to learn how to do them from the toe. So how do we take that and then make it into one leg? Well, when you're on 2 feet, your weight is evenly distributed between both hips. When you switch and just do one, not only does your weight have to just be in that one hip, you also have a little like extra weight to compensate for, because you do have this leg that's just chilling over here on this side. So it's not just like evenly distributing, it is compensating for now the fact that your balance is here, but you also have to make sure that this isn't taking you down. So you're here, you plie, same idea. Let's say we're going from the flat foot and we're gonna rock back on our heels for leverage. You're here, you plie. I use my arms as well to help me get up. You pull, hit, land. And you still wanna land without your heels on the floor. Very, very important. So the thing about that, and I can only show you on the right, by the way, I'll explain in a second. The thing about that is that you really, really need to figure out where your weight needs to be to compensate for this leg that's just chilling out here. Whether you're gonna flamingo it, or I prefer to have it like a little turned out, it's just chilling out there. It is a weight factor. This like definitely affects your weight distribution. Because if it was over here, my weight has to be compensated. You see how I kind of shifted a little bit? Otherwise, I would have fallen. If I put this over here, but my weight is fully on this side of my hip, I would have fallen over. So where that leg is so important to your weight distribution. So now, if you're on one foot, you get your weight distributed. You get your weight distributed properly. It is the same technique where you plie, put all of your weight into that hip, brush, and then land. You just want to make sure that your weight is distributed properly. That's what the difference is. It's not just, oh, I can do it from 2 feet, so I can do it from 1. You really have to think about that. Because from 2 feet, you also have 2 springs that you are able to use to get off the floor. Both of your legs are able to spring. And that really helps you get off the floor. If you're only using one leg, that is only 1 spring to get your entire body off the floor. So that leg has to be stronger. It has to work harder. So let's try to go from the toes. I have a little trick actually about that. Whenever I have dancers that are having trouble getting their pullbacks from their toes, it's gonna sound weird, and I'm sure some people are just gonna be super mad at me about it, but it works. I tell people, really try to make your foot more active in your shoe. Let me get a little closer so you can see. Use your toes. Grip a little bit, and it helps pull you off the floor. It just makes your foot more active. I'm not asking you to like scrunch and like, you know, I'm not asking you to do that. I'm just asking you to make your foot more active and utilize your foot inside the shoe by thinking about gripping with your toes. It really helps you get off the floor. So let's say you're here, you're on your toes, your weight is evenly distributed, ready to go. You plie, you have to leave, hit, land. Same thing, but it's all about the weight, and it's all about getting more power because you're moving your entire body now with only one leg. So you're here to there. And I'm so sorry, I can only show you on the right because my knee injury is still a thing. It is healing. I am able to dance, and I'm so grateful for that. But I do have to still be very careful for quite a while, actually. So I can only show you this on the right because my knee doesn't hurt today, and I don't want to ruin that. So yeah, really spring out of the floor, having your weight here, grip a little bit, and land. I was gonna say a thing. Right, one of the best ways to practice this is to practice your balance. Because if you're having trouble balancing on that foot because maybe like maybe you're leaning over too far this way, or you put your weight over here, because I was having a hard time. You really have to think about where your weight needs to be here. Practice balancing there, and then practice bouncing there. This is gonna tell you if you're gonna be able to do a pullback, because that means your weight is in the correct place. Do the same thing here. It's so hard, but I'm on my toe, but I figured out where to put my balance to be able to do that. My teacher made me balance a lot, and honestly, I was so mad at him originally, but now I'm so grateful because it has made me have really fantastic balance as a tap dancer. So, balance exercises, this I can show you on this leg actually. Balance exercises, get to where you think your distribution needs to be, hold that balance, maybe bounce a little, because if your weight is in the correct place, you can do the pullback. It is all about where your weight is. I really, really hope that this tutorial was helpful. I hope that this advice was helpful in how to do it from one foot to one foot. You can also do it from one foot to the other foot, but then it becomes called a grab off or a pickup. And I have a whole tutorial on that. So if you look in my tutorial playlist, look for the one that says grab off / pickups, or maybe it'll be opposite. That will teach you how to do it from one leg to the other. I should not have landed on that foot, but you know what I mean. But this video focusing solely on getting that one foot to one foot. And the biggest thing is it's all about where you put your weight. All of it. Think about where you want this leg. Do you want it turned in? Is that where you're more comfortable? Everyone's different. There's no like set way that your non-working leg needs to be. I prefer things turned out. That's just how I am. I also have kind of a wide stance when I stand, so I think that's why it also is a little bit more comfortable for me to like have it out here. But maybe you prefer to keep it nice and close, and then you don't have to compensate so much here, because if I did that with my leg closer, I'm gonna fall this way. But with my leg further, I can balance like that by compensating this way. But if I don't, I'm gonna fall this way. So it's really personal and very dependent on how you are balancing. Again, I hope that you found this tutorial helpful. I cannot believe I haven't done this yet, but I love being able to give advice like this. It really feels like you guys are in the classroom with me, and I'm able to really make a difference. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button and join the TAP fam. We have technique exercises and advice like this. We've got step tutorials like this. I guess this is a step tutorial. Yes. So we have step tutorials like this. I have technique exercises which utilize those steps in a small combination. And I also have choreography tutorials where we take all the steps we know and do it to a fun song. And I've got playlists for every single one of those. We also have vlogs and challenges and all kinds of stuff on this channel. Super fun. It's all free tap dance, and it's all for you. So the best way to support this channel is to hit that subscribe button. Tell your students to subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, tell your family to subscribe, because the more subscribers I have, the longer I can keep this channel going. So I would love to hit 100,000 subscribers one day. That's like my ultimate goal. So the more of your people that you can get to subscribe and help me out toward that goal, the better my life gets, I guess. So please, please, please. I put out new tap dance tutorials at least twice a week, if not more. I also have mini tutorials that I put out on all platforms. So make sure, subscribe. Also hit that thumbs up because this was fun. And also hit that thumbs up because it tells YouTube that people love this channel and that people love tap dance, which that helps tap dance channels across this platform. So subscribe, thumbs up. I'm pretty sure I'm putting this out during the holiday season, so have a happy holiday season. And as always, thank you for dancing with me.